Did you know that an average shopping trip could produce up to 5 pounds of waste? A mind-boggling fact, isn't it? I, for one, was astounded when I came to this realization. It was during my regular weekly grocery shopping when I noticed the sheer volume of plastic and paper bags I was carrying. The image of those bags ending up in a landfill somewhere, taking centuries to decompose, was a jarring wake-up call about the impact of my habits on the environment. But what if we could turn the tables on this wasteful routine? What if we could make shopping not only an act of necessity, but also an act of responsibility towards our planet? Welcome to the world of zero-waste grocery shopping. It's not just about reducing, reusing, and recycling, but also about rethinking how we consume. Doesn't it sound revolutionary? A simple change in shopping habits that could lighten the load on our landfills and our consciences. If you're intrigued by the idea of creating a positive ripple effect, stay tuned for some practical zero-waste grocery shopping tips. The first step in zero-waste grocery shopping begins before you even leave your house. It's all about planning. Planning your meals in advance is key. Not only does this help you know what ingredients you need, but it also prevents you from buying unnecessary items that may end up as waste. And here's a tip: plan for leftovers. They make for great lunches the next day or can be transformed into a completely new meal. Next, make a shopping list. This list is your roadmap, guiding you to buy only what you need. Stick to it and resist the temptation of impulse buys. You'd be surprised at how much waste and money you can save by sticking to your list. And before you head out, always do a quick check of what you already have at home. You don't want to buy a bag of potatoes only to discover you already had one hiding in the back of your pantry. This simple step also helps to ensure that no food goes to waste. The benefits of planning your shopping are numerous. It helps you buy only what you need, reducing food waste. It can also save you time and money. And let's not forget, it's a great step towards a more sustainable lifestyle. Remember, a good plan is the first step to successful zero-waste grocery shopping. So get your pen and paper ready, or your favorite planning app, and start planning your zero-waste grocery shopping today. Now that you have a plan, let's talk about what to bring to the store. As we strive towards a zero-waste lifestyle, it's crucial to consider the tools that aid us in this mission. The very first tool in our zero-waste grocery shopping kit is reusable shopping bags. These bags, often made from cloth or other durable materials, are a fantastic way to reduce the use of single-use plastic bags. They're sturdy, long-lasting, and can carry a lot more than you might think. Next, let's discuss produce bags. You know those thin, crinkly plastic bags in the produce section? They're a thing of the past for us zero-waste shoppers. Instead, opt for reusable mesh or cloth bags. They're perfect for fruits, vegetables, and even bulk items like nuts or grains. Not to mention, they're washable and reusable, making them a far more sustainable choice. Speaking of bulk items, let's delve into containers. Bulk shopping is a significant part of zero-waste grocery shopping. It reduces packaging waste and allows you to buy exactly what you need. But to shop in bulk, you'll need containers. Glass jars, stainless steel cans, or silicone bags are all excellent choices for carrying bulk items. When choosing containers, durability and longevity are key. Look for containers that are robust, easy to clean, and will last a long time. Remember, the goal is to reduce waste, and that includes not having to replace your containers frequently. Consider also the size and weight of your containers. You want them to be light enough to carry around the store and fit comfortably in your shopping bag, but also large enough to hold a decent amount of product. And don't forget to tare your containers before filling them up. Most stores have scales where you can weigh your empty container and deduct its weight at checkout. So, remember to pack your reusables before you head to the store. Choosing the right containers and bags for your shopping trip is a fundamental step in reducing waste and moving towards a more sustainable lifestyle. So, let's keep our planet in mind, one grocery trip at a time. Stepping into the store can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we've got you covered. As you walk into the grocery store, your first stop should be the produce section. Here, you can find a plethora of fresh fruits and vegetables, most of which are not packaged in plastic. Instead of using the plastic bags provided, bring along your own reusable produce bags. They're lightweight, washable, and can help you significantly reduce your waste. Next, venture into the bulk section. Here, you'll find grains, pasta, nuts, seeds, and even some sweets and spices. Many stores allow you to bring your own containers to fill up. Just make sure to weigh your container before you start loading up so you're only charged for the weight of the food. Now let's talk about packaged products. It's almost impossible to avoid packaging entirely, but you can make better choices. Look for products packaged in glass, metal, or paper, as these materials can be more easily recycled than plastic. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, but progress. Avoiding single-use plastics is a key part of zero-waste shopping. Did you know that most plastic can only be recycled once or twice before it ends up in a landfill? Instead of plastic bags, bring your own reusable shopping bags. Instead of plastic water bottles, bring your own refillable one. Instead of plastic-wrapped snacks, opt for fruits or nuts from the bulk section. Lastly, buy only what you need. This is perhaps the most important rule of all. Food waste is a huge issue, and by buying only what you can consume, you're not only reducing waste but also saving money. Plan your meals, make a list, and stick to it. Remember, every little bit helps. Each time you choose a loose apple over one in a plastic bag, each time you refill your own container instead of buying a packaged version, each time you choose to buy only what you need, you're making a difference. With these tips, you can navigate the grocery store like a zero-waste pro. Despite our best efforts, sometimes waste happens. So, what do we do then? The reality is, in our journey to zero-waste grocery shopping, there might be times when waste is unavoidable. But that doesn't mean we should throw our hands in the air and give up. In fact, it's these moments that present us with an opportunity to learn and adapt. Let's talk about how we can handle this waste. For starters, composting is an excellent way to manage organic waste. All those vegetable peels, fruit cores, and leftover salad greens can be turned into nutrient-rich compost for your plants. Imagine that. Your waste could help your garden flourish. Now, isn't that a beautiful cycle? As for non-organic waste, recycling is often the best way to go. Be sure to sort your recyclables properly. Plastics, metals, and glass each have their own recycling process, and mixing them up can cause contamination. Paper and cardboard, for instance, should be kept dry and clean. And remember, not every plastic item is recyclable. Always check for the recycling symbol. It's also worth mentioning that some grocery stores have recycling programs for certain items, like plastic bags and films. So don't hesitate to ask about these programs next time you're at the store. Remember, the goal is to reduce waste, not to achieve perfection. Every effort counts, and each step you take towards zero-waste grocery shopping is a step in the right direction. Now that you're equipped with these zero-waste grocery shopping tips, it's time to put them into action. Let's quickly recap the key points. We discussed the importance of planning your shopping in advance. This not only saves you time, but also prevents impulse purchases that can lead to waste. Next, we talked about choosing the right containers. Remember, bringing your own reusable bags, jars, and bottles can significantly reduce the amount of plastic waste generated. Navigating the grocery store can sometimes feel like a maze, but with our tips, you're now able to make smarter, more sustainable choices. Opt for products with minimal packaging, choose loose fruits and vegetables over pre-packaged ones, and don't forget to visit the bulk section for pantry staples like grains, nuts, and spices. Despite our best efforts, there will be times when waste is unavoidably produced. Don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, focus on how you can handle this waste responsibly. Composting organic waste, recycling what you can, and responsibly disposing of the rest is the way to go. Now, let's imagine if more people adopted these practices. The potential impact would be enormous. Every year, millions of tons of plastic waste end up in our oceans and landfills. By adopting zero-waste shopping habits, we can all contribute to reducing this number. It's not just about saving the environment. It's also about creating a sustainable future for ourselves and future generations. It's easy to feel like our individual actions don't make a difference. But remember, change starts with one person. If each of us makes a conscious effort to reduce waste in our daily lives, these small actions can add up to a big impact. So, next time you head to the grocery store, remember these tips and do your part to reduce waste. Together, we can make a big difference.